Good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Realtor Hugo here with another live. As always, it is my pleasure to greet you with another daily real estate live and another topic. Today, we're talking about refinancing your home, when and how to do it. So stay tuned, feel free and share the live with someone that you know and care about and that wants to know more about real estate and how it can impact them every day. I am your Realtor Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster. Hugo Quintanilla is the full name. Feel free and reach out if you have any questions about buying, selling, leasing, or investing in real estate. I am here to help in Maryland, the United States, or internationally. So feel free and reach out. Today, like I mentioned, refinancing your home, when and how to do it. So if you have any questions, feel free and leave them to the end and we will get to them. Introduction to refinancing. What is it? Today, we're diving into refinancing your home, when to consider it, and how to do it effectively. Refinancing can help you save money, lower your monthly payments, or even tap into home's equity. So, when we talk about refinancing, it's again, we spoke about it yesterday. It's something that we look at when we have built enough equity in the property and are able to qualify for a new loan with better terms that will benefit us for the future. So refinancing is again taking maybe benefit of improvements of your credit score, of your financial situation from when you originally purchased the home, and then refinancing with the bank or the lender to get more favorable terms now that you've put in all that work and that benefit. So don't fear that because you're buying a property initially at a set term that you're locked into that for life. There are ways to refinance and qualify the property again, qualify yourself again for a new loan with possibly better terms at a later date. That's why people say marry the house, date the rate. You can always change the rate, but the house will stay forever. And usually that's where it matters the most. Refinancing can help you save money, lower your monthly payments, and even tap into your home's equity. Remember that. That's going to be the name of the game for today. What is refinancing? Refinancing means replacing your current mortgage with a new one, usually with better terms. This can involve changing your interest rate, loan term, or both. Think of it as getting a new loan to pay off your old one. And don't get it twisted. It is not a forgiveness of the first loan. It is a restructuring of the deal. Basically, you're tying yourself up again. It's not like the amount that you paid earlier is going to be put into the property unless you do a cash out refinance and pay down back down the principal, which is a great move. It's savvy, it's a power play, but not everyone does that. A lot of people have other priorities that take precedence, and that happens with anyone. So, why refinance? People refinance for various reasons: to lower their interest rates, to reduce monthly payments, to change the loan term from 30 years, for example, to maybe 15 years, to switch from an adjustable rate mortgage arm to a fixed rate mortgage, or to cash out equity for home improvements or other expenses. What's not on this list is possibly a reverse mortgage. Possibly you refinance into one where you are able to deduct money from the equity of the home later on in your older years. These are all products that are out there, and we will see more and more employed as we see baby boomers start to age out. So, it is, again, intended to better assist you in achieving more favorable terms. So don't be hesitant to negotiate. Ask for your options and shop around. It might be an option where you can refinance with another company, which could also be a possibility as well. Just read your fine print and anything that you sign. There, you know, hate to be a catch somewhere or some fee or some penalty that might be written into the clauses. When to consider refinancing? You might consider refinancing if interest rates have dropped since you got your original mortgage, your credit score has improved, you want to change your loan terms, you need cash for big expenses like a renovation. The interest rates have dropped since you have your original mortgage. That's what everyone is looking for. Remember when we had the lockdown happen, everybody refinanced because we went from the normal healthy rates that we were having, or at that time having the normal that we were having, to 2 and 3%. So people either bought homes or refinanced to those terms. A lot of people just finished refinancing in those years. So they are only in their homes maybe less than 4 years. The average person is moving out of their properties almost closer to 15 years from now. That means that probably by 2035, you'll see a big movement of people again start to shift out into the market. So it happens in waves. People end up moving in waves, they grow in waves, and we still have yet to see how population growth is going to impact housing. But we know that we need more houses and more affordable housing for everyone. Understanding the cost, refinancing isn't free. Be aware of closing costs, which can include application fees, appraisal fees, and more. These costs can range from 2 to 5% of the loan amount. Make sure the savings outweigh the costs. So balance it out. There were some people where it doesn't make sense to leave their property or refinance or try to get another loan for a new property because the numbers don't make sense right now. They're at 2% when right now, if they got something in bet 6 or 7. This is what we're talking about when I write articles about the golden handcuffs and the lock-in effect. That's what people are tied down with, this great rate, this great fee, and they know that they can't have anything like that again in the market. It's just good business to stay in the home they're in, but it's not great for everyone that's trying to get into a home. So not everyone can have their way all of the time, am I right? Types of refinancing. Rate and term refinancing adjusts the interest rate, loan term, or both without changing the loan amount. Cash out refinancing allows you to borrow more than you owe and take the difference in cash. Cash in refinancing involves paying down your mortgage principal to qualify for a lower rate or shorter term. Again, speak to a mortgage professional about these, and there might be more options out there. Each lender has their own special programs, and even more so for their previous clients. So reach out to them and build good rapport with these agents. How to refinance your home. This is a 7-step process. Step 1, check your credit score and financial health. Step 2, research current interest rates. Step 3, calculate your break even point when savings outweigh the costs. Step 4, gather in necessary documents, proof of income, tax records, etc. Step 5, shop around for lenders and get multiple quotes. Step 6, apply for the new mortgage and lock in your rate. Step 7, close on the new loan and pay off your old mortgage. It is just that simple, but the process can take some time. And remember, it is just like applying for another mortgage. So don't be scared when you are doing just as much paperwork as you did the initial purchase. Now, all it is just you trying to find a bank that can help you to find a loan that you prefer in better terms, not you selling the property or you buying a property with the open market breathing down your neck for the same property. Benefits of refinancing: lower interest rates and payments, shorter loan terms, switching to a more stable loan, and accessing home equity for major expenses. These are truly the reasons why people take out this money, because your house has made all this extra income, so to speak, on its own. Now, it only materializes when you sell the property or refinance, but it is an increase on the payments that you're making, a respectable gain on that investment. And you have to look at it that way. That's why you're paying the mortgage down, because you know that equity is building up in the property in the long run. Sometimes you need more stability. Sometimes you need a lower monthly payment. Your life changes. You can manage a lower monthly payment and don't mind staying in the property for another 30 years because it's always been your intention. And remember, you can always refinance again. There are people that refinance every 2 years or whenever they see a change that's enough. So just make sure that you're doing it in a point where it benefits you. Cost to the expense. Because there are always benefits, there must always be what? Risks. Risks of refinancing. Closing costs can be high. Your monthly payment could increase with a shorter term. You might pay more in interest over long term with a longer loan, and risk of foreclosure if you can't meet the new payment terms. It is just that scary. You could lose your new home if something happens with these new terms. Sometimes it can happen when you become too aggressive and try to pay it down sooner. Sometimes life happens and you're not able to pay it off at all. Remember, it's a balancing between your obligations, your expenses, your wants, your needs, your desires. So we want to make sure that we're always thinking about the numbers, thinking about where we're going to be, thinking about what's going to happen, and getting well informed perspective relative to our situation, because everyone's situation is different. What could work for client A will not work for client B. So make sure that you're getting the information that works for your situation. And the last one for today, conclusion and Q&A. Refinancing can be a great financial move if done correctly. Always weigh the benefits against the costs and risks. Do your research, consult with experts, and make an informed decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a space for you to learn about real estate and the different ins and outs. We're going to talk about topics, we're going to talk about concepts, and we're going to start to delve more into the mindset of a real estate investor, because I believe that anywhere from a tenant all the way up to a real estate investor, it can be the same person. Anyone can do this. It's just a matter of learning the ins and outs, growing not just yourself, but also your portfolio, and then building towards a better future. So if you have any questions about doing that, feel free and reach out to me. If you're just joining us this evening, today we were talking about refinancing your home, when and how to do it. Make sure that you're consulting with not only a realtor, but also a mortgage professional to make sure that you're getting the most up-to-date information and possibly even the best deal on your mortgage. Here with Long and Foster, I work with Prosperity Home Mortgage and Eric Johnson. So please check out his page. It is truly a wealth of information over there. And there's some mortgage calculators that you can check out on my website that connects you to his, that will get you more information and start working with a lender. You don't know what your money can do for you until you make it happen. So, as always, I am Hugo Quintanilla, your Realtor Hugo online. Feel free and reach out to me if you have any questions about buying, selling, leasing, or investing in real estate. My phone number is 240-389-4846. My email, hugo@lnf.com, and my website, yourrealtorhugo.com. As always, it is my pleasure to hang out with you a little bit every day. Tomorrow, we are going to be speaking about renting out your property, what first-time landlords need to know. If you know anyone that needs help in real estate, feel free and reach out. I appreciate you all. Take care. Have a good night. Get some rest. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.